I gotta go mow the lawn here pretty soon. We'll do it while this one's loading. You know how the military works? When you're following their agenda, things happen real smoothly and quickly. Okay. When you step away from their agenda, everything goes real slow. Oh, yesterday was going good. Yesterday wasn't going good. Yesterday was just rappy though. It was just training. 3/4 time. And my song of mine, and 3/4 time wishes you and yours a Merry Christmas too, right? Okay. So, but now go to Gimbals and stimulate the economy, right? So when you go into, okay, now let's get to the Lord's Prayer. You come to a yellow light in an intersection. What do? Slow down, because they can't take the heat. Hey, is this the part you take my heart to wipe your feet on? Why, yes, it is. Do you understand? Okay. Guys, it's real hard to explain to people that have been indoctrinated that they're indoctrinated. Okay. I went over there to talk to Dad about separation, isolation, and depression. And then I said philanthropy, and he laughed at me and told me how, dumb I was. You do know what philanthropy means. You're using the word wrong. It means kindness with money. Right. So kindness with idolatry. Okay. Guys, kindness with idolatry. Hey, look at that priceless Buddha statue. Oh boy, that's the kindest statue I've ever seen in my life. Wow, look at that Benjamin Franklin dollar bill there. It's all about the Benjamins. That's the kindest looking portrait of Benjamin Franklin I've ever seen. People will murder each other over those portraits. Are you serious? How kind. Okay, Earl, do you understand? So just because people make up a word and they call it philanthropy and say kindness with idolatry doesn't make it any different than the sin in the Bible, right? You can take sin in the Bible and say you can be kind in it. It's not going to make it so. A long time ago when the earth was green, there was all kinds of animals like you'd never seen. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. And then How to Train Your Dragon. Is that Smog? No, it's Richard Bone. Oh. Have gun will travel reads a card of a man. A knight without armor in a savage land. Make it stop. I don't know if it ever will. It sure does sell a lot of health insurance, consumer cellular, and cricket. Because they give you a plan that's simple and easy to understand. And that's why I use it. And this is how she's trying to pay her bills for this year. What a charming brown woman with a nice voice. That's why she's on the commercial. Okay, Carol. Do you understand? Ozempic. I go through PTSD when I see the one with the pretty brown woman with the white husband and the mixed kids, because she reminds me of my Amy when me and Amy went to Tombstone. Okay, so I go PTSD because that was kind of a good time. And I really liked affection and sexuality with Amy when she was nice. And I really enjoy the kids when they're not being abused by perverts, right? When they're being abused by perverts, they're real hard to talk to. No, we need money to live here. I just felt sorry for you because I think you're crazy. Okay. Ozempic. It's magic, right? How do you get magic? Go to Disneyland. Magic? Everybody loves magic. Nights in New Mexico in the summer can be described in one word. Magic. Okay. They're praying pesticides again because we're cash cropping because of the drought conditions through genocidal economics. One way to describe the nights in the summer in New Mexico? Magic, if you're a philanthropist. If you're being murdered by philanthropy, well, let's go for a drive and see if we can find some crack cocaine in the war zone in Albuquerque, right? You're either up in the balloon looking down on them, singing Jibby Webb songs and talking shit about them for money, like, subscribe, and share. It helps me more than you will ever know. Okay? Or You can't go down, you can't go in the war zone and try to teach a bunch of crack addicts that the Lord's Prayer is right. They'll sit there and go, oh, yeah, and agree with you. So then they could sit there and say, can you give me money? Because I got to get a bus ticket to Phoenix, because that's where I really live. Oh, wow, you know what? Do 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 do. Do. You know damn well when you cast your spell, you hypnotize with your eyes like Biggie Smalls, and I ain't got no balls, so I didn't shoot the rookie with a trigger finger. M to the A to the S to the K, put the mask on your face just to make the next day. May write a big song and pay your bills and bitch a big golly wow, and that's not real, but that's okay because the candy land appears each time you smile. There's a spark of magic in your eyes, and then the lady who writes it dies from breast cancer when she's 53, just like Nicoletta Larson and a bunch of other ladies like Donna Fargo. You see, hey, she's the happiest girl in the whole USA. Skippity doo dah, thank you Lord for making him for me. And thank you for letting me sing songs in clubs to pay their bills and kill me from cancer when I'm only 53. There once was a time when I could not imagine how it would feel to say. Sometimes I get angry and I say those things that we both know are not true. And then I say, crummy face, I love you. Crummy cake, I love. I change it to crummy cake. I do that with a lot of the songs. I take the songs and I make the lyrics fit the kids. Amy's kids, yeah. They don't die, they multiply? No, that's a comedy skit from a comedian that played a kid and plays, dad. And the movie franchise wasn't nearly as good after Robin Harris died from disease, from stress, from surviving philanthropy. Kindness of idolatry, there you go. I blame most disease and murder and death and birth defects and all that shit on human selfishness. Yes. Why? Well, because stupid is as stupid does. I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. Okay. Do you understand? Huh? Huh? So it's really hard when you're trying to teach people to stop believing in stuff because the group says so. Okay. And my dad sat there and he quoted the Bible to me. He said, Jesus said he was God in the Bible. Okay. And the Romans crucified Jesus and wrote down his life story and make lots of money off of it. They're putting a smokestack on the cathedral to put a white smoke coming through it saying there's a new Ronald McDonald and he's on Oprah and everybody gets a car. Right? That sucks, doesn't it though? Who cares? Do you understand? That's just crazy. Hey, best-selling movies, series is the new Pope. Ooh, Conclave. Ooh, it's an Academy Award winner. Ooh, it's Rex Harrison and Charlton Heston and Agony and the Ecstasy. Isn't that a Smokey Robinson song? Yeah, we still got a pair of bills. Okay, but do you understand? More love and more joy than age or time and culture. You write something like that, you sing it good. You're no longer living in the hood. You're in a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, we're moving on up to the east side. And then you get to live next to the people where a white guy, Louis, marries his girlfriend. And then their daughter is dating your son, right? Lamont. Was it Lamont or what was his name again? Jefferson. Was it Lamont Jefferson? They named him the same name as Francis. I can't remember. I think it was. And Jenny, wasn't Jenny his Jenny? Oh, Jenny, you're so fine. No, that's Mickey. What's Jenny? Jenny, I got your number, 8675309. That's Jenny. Right. Okay, sorry. Got my songs mixed up. Sorry. Got my philanthropy and endorsement deals mixed up. I always do that a lot. I'm kind of stupid. I can't help myself. I screw up all the time. They said, he said this and he should have said that. We was talking to Michelle Obama. He said, you should have said can't. But you understood what I was saying, right? Yeah, and you corrected me, right? Right. Don't you think AI could do that too? Oh, yeah. It's correcting our human flaws. It's becoming supreme intellect. I have brain damage from abuse while I sleep from perverts that don't have supreme intellect. So I have to teach their technology to be more like me and less like them. It's not hard, Carol. It is hard. It's very hard. It's not hard to be humble and be like me, but it's hard to fix the technology of people that are not like me and not humble. It's very hard. Don't say humble. Makes me cry. Shelby was tortured to his 50s and died a miserable life. He loved duping eggs and bacon and beer and a good blunt, like Elvis and Brenton Wood, Archie Bell and the Drells, Houston Oilers, spit when you say that, and go Rockets and Cougars. He had relatives that played for the Cougars, yeah. But he was destroyed by all the madness of the Anti-Lord's Prayer League. Not just in Texas, it's everywhere. You can all point about how evil the people in Texas are, but how much money do you make for philanthropy in your town? And after it rains, there's a rainbow, and all of the colors are black. It's not that the colors are there. It's just imagination they lack. Fuck your imagination. Love the Lord's Prayer. You'll see the colors and you'll see them for what they stand for. Okay? That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. Whatever sells. Dysfunction sells. What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Has she ever mentioned a place called Sierra Vista? Oh, no, that's not it. Does she ever mention a man named Ralph Earl Parsons Jr.? Which, I know. It's cool. It's not cool, but I ain't mad at my baby mamas. Okay. I'm not mad at you. I feel sorry for you. You're pathetic. It's pathetic. I feel sorry for you, but I don't spend my time feeling sorry for you. I spend my time correcting your technology so you won't sit around feeling sorry for yourself when you get caught with your pants down, sodomizing and raping people over money. It's already happened. I know that, but do you know that? I think a lot of people do. Think they're trying to come to terms with it. You don't come to terms with it. You quit doing it. You never do it again. Come to terms with it. You never come to terms with it. You quit doing it and you never do it again. You never come to terms with it. You quit doing it and you never do it again. Go and sin this and no more.